three decans of Taurus, and Taurus birth month is from April the 20th to May the 20th. So the first decan Taurus is from April the 20th to April the 30th. And this decan Taurus is the Taurus. So we're talking about the Taurus, whose original energy is what? Venus, Taurus. So they are stubborn, they're resistant to change, of course, but at the same time, they stable, they patient, and very affectionate, have great compassion. So these type of Taurus individuals love luxury, they love beauty, they love art, they're the artistic type of Taurus. They are the money go-getter type of Taurus. So they are strong mentally and physically, but they are very kind, very gentle. But they deals with the throat and the neck, so they may have a good stylish way of speaking. It could be like slow light, but stylish way of speaking. Could have a great voice, and also a lot of them could sing. So those who have the Taurus, first decan, have a love for money, a love for having things, a love for stability. Property mean a lot. Their privacy mean a lot. They're self-contained. They are very private-like people. So we're talking people who can be fixed in their thoughts, which means persistence and fixed in their ways. But also they got a force of will. They're very persistent. These are go-getters, and they always got to have a goal to accomplish. So these people here are definitely all about success. Success is very important to these people. And the way they do things, they're very careful and very slow. They got the patience to do it. But when they do accomplish, they accomplish in a big way. That's a good thing about these people. But the thing is, they're very sentimental. They have emotional feelings. They're romantic and sentimental and have emotional feelings. And they're very determined to be successful and always have a goal to reach. They got an artistic mind. And so they have like healing hands, healing nature, very empathic to people, emotions, and their feelings. And they know your emotions, they know your feelings. So they can handle emotions better than the average. And they're very reserved with people, with strangers, and with how they give the energy out. So it's all about the principles and what they value right here. So it's very important to these people. They make a great host and hostess in any situation. Can be home, no matter where they at. And they like to entertain those they love, you know what I'm saying? So they can entertain those they love, and pamper those they love. So these are romantic dreamers, and they're very caring, very giving, and like I said, very affectionate and compassionate. So love is the key to these people. Love, balance, and stability. Having a home to go to, having things make them feel good, and they got to have a beautiful place. They like vacations, they like to relax, they like the good life. So they are happiest when they're at home, surrounded by something that's expensive, beautiful, and around their family, those they really care for. And so when they get a partner, they'll be for the long run, forever like. Yeah, it depends on what they're fixing. They could be the ones who will never want to change, be so stubborn that they don't want to change, So they're very sensitive. And the thing is, they're very careful. And security means a lot. They're security-oriented type of people. Those who are in the first decade. It could be very hard living with these type of people because they could be very stubborn, very stingy, very opinionated, and very suspicious and very secretive. And have a very silent manner where they conceal their feelings. And they can hold envy. They can be the jealous type too now. Don't get me wrong. They want to have everything. They want to have it going on. They want to feel that Venus effect. Everything that's beautiful, even like fleshy people who's beautiful, anything. So even the way the food look, they're very poetic and they're very responsible people. Very responsible. So you could trust these people. The unfamiliar, they like to be something that they're comfortable with. So the unfamiliar could rub them the wrong way. A few friends. People make great counselors when it comes to money and financing. So they got a good instinct when dealing with money or dealing with knowing how to come up, and they know how to prosper. So when they deal with the garden, when it deals with the lawn work, they be good with lawn service or any business. Own up any business. So these are your business-minded type people, individual. They always know how to make a dollar. So these are your hustlers. So now, when we talk about the second Decan type of Taurus, they are from May the 1st to May the 10th, all the way to May the 10th. So these are the Taurus Virgo type. These are the Virgo types. So these the type here who are your thinkers. They're very mutable. They deal with thoughts, mind stipulation. And so the way they make money is through social work, through helping, through serving. The way they make money is through counseling and guiding people and stuff like that there. So this would be their best bet because they got the Mercury effect. So their love first starts in their mind. Their mind got to be able to contain that. Then applying that love, making it more practical. So this type of Taurus individuals, they always fantasize and think of love and know how love should be first mentally before it manifests earthly or physically. So Virgo type of Taurus, paying attention and always analyzing, always observing, paying attention to what makes a person tick, paying attention to the little things, the things that other people miss, they catch on to, they pick up on. And they always researching something, all because they want to know. They want to know. And what they want to know is something that they want to apply to their life. So communication is very important with these type of Taurus, the Virgo types, the second Decan type. And so these type of Taurus right here, one who's emotional intelligence. So self-improvement mean a lot to these people. Self-improvement, improving themselves, bettering themselves. And so they have high anxiety, so they have to be careful with their nervous system. These people are very practical, very realistic, and they got realistic solutions to anybody's problem. They like to help solve people's problems and solutions that help you any way that they can. They like to serve and do even the little smallest things they can do for you. So these type here can be delusional too when they get too deep in their mind and escapists on the other side, downside. But as long as they ain't on that side, they can be straight and meditative because they very practical. And they're all about the truth, finding the truth. That second thing, bringing discernment to the situation. They're very skeptical. They question everything and break it down everything. So this type of Taurus we're dealing with right here is I apply. They apply their thoughts when dealing with love. They apply their thoughts when dealing with what's creative. So their creative skills is versatile. The way they speak, they can be very creative, and the way they move, the way they act. Science is a big thing. They can science, so they got to do the right thing. They don't, it will bother them, eat them up inside till they go very crazy, till they can become very suicidal. So these people deal with purity of mind, purity of thoughts, so cleansing anything, cleaning their dirty thoughts, nasty thoughts, cleaning their souls, very important. They also help people unpacking their dirty mind and their dirty soul and cleansing and cleaning anything because they deal with purity. So this what makes them a top healer because they got solutions. What you should eat and what's good for you and what's not good for you. Being organized, being neat, they got good memories. These are like your problem solvers. Not only your healers, but your problem solvers. So they're very psychically in tune with people's emotions and what people need to heal, what people need to improve, what people need to stay in balance and to stay focused and to be functional. So they're good ground for you to stand on when it comes to help building you up from the inside and out and help you be a better person. So these people here very powerful, the second Decan type of Taurus right here. So they take knowledge and information and skills and they harvest it in the earthly way or practical way. So they deal with higher motives and higher perspectives and higher intents. And they want to be useful. They want to be useful of their skills and they want to help you. They want to serve you, like I said earlier. And they like to examine things and break down things, to code things. Just like putting a car back together, taking all the pieces apart and then examining how to put it back together. So they can create their own car eventually. So they move how they move, they live in their own truth and nobody else's truth, and they got their own opinions the way they move. So this is a mutable sign so they can adapt to other people's thoughts, other people's ways, and things of that nature, these type of Taurus. So neatness is a must, and they know where everything is at. So being organized is a must. As long as their life is organized and neat and clean, and everything is in harmony and peace, then everything is right with these people. But if not, they can be very chaotic and very nasty with their tongue, and very shocked and really hurt you with their tongue because they know what to say. They know all your flaws, the way to hit you at. They know how to punish you because they know what you don't like and what you do like. Because they're very intellectual. They already deserved all that. So they intuitively know how to build a person or destroy a person according to what side they're on. But as long as they stay on the upside and balance, they are right. So they got superb logic that cuts through lies and BS. They got like the laser beam dot. They know if you're lying. So knowledge, information is very important to them, and skills, being social, communicating is very important to these people. So the thing is with these people here, you just got to let them beat them and you'll win. Because they can be very hypercritical. They're all trying to prove people, finding ways to improve people. They're always trying to help people for the better. So they do great when they're in love. They will do anything for their mate, almost anything, when they find that person. But in the meantime, it'd be hard for them to love somebody if they didn't find that person yet, because they want the right person. They got to be able to trust you. First, you won't see them so emotional, but once you really be in tune with them and when they really start bonding with you, then you will see all their emotions and they don't mind letting loose. See what I'm saying? So the thing is, they can create order out of chaos, and they can be very critical towards people. It could be judgmental on the downside, but as long as they ain't on that side, they on the upper side. They can be very argumentative on the downside, but because they could think they know this and know that, and people could look at them as a know-it-all and things like that, because they always thinking, always analyze. I see, so they pick up all the little details that everybody miss, and they see things that before others can see things, because they always observing. They're like the observer in the world who knows how to fix your problem, because they observe what is the problem. They're always looking for something to fix and something to solve and somebody to help. So they look inward very deeply. You got a very deep, strong intuition, and they're extremely sensitive. They hide that part, but they're very sensitive. They can be more sensitive to than some water signs, because Mercury always flowing fast. The mind. So the mind is all to them. The mind, and also putting it into manifestation is very important to these people. These type of Taurus. So they can be very the one who worry a lot and things like that. So they have plenty of willpower and dedication to whatever they're trying to do, and it's hard to get them to change their belief. Once they believe in something, it's hard for you to get them to change that. They're gonna stick to it. This is one of the most people who stay believing what they into more than any other placement. This Decan right here, the second decade of Taurus, which is the Virgo Taurus type of Taurus. So they definitely your go-getters. They know how to do business. They know how to talk. They know how to sell a good game. They know how to advertise type people. The great comedians, the one you have fun with, the one you love to be around. They have different ways they speak. They have different ways to teach, because they deal with the mind. So they're very fluent the way they talk, the way they act. They're very versatile in what they do. And so you see different personalities coming out of these individuals. Sometimes they can appear to be mentally ill when they are balanced. So they need to stay balanced, need to stay focused, because they can be hypochondriac type of individuals, very nervous, and stuff like that there. So powerful that they can heal plants. They can actually heal plants. They got healing hands, creative hands, and they're like craftspersons who know how to craft things together. So they're very good with their hands, and very skilled with their hands. And so they can touch you, can feel the energy, and put energy into you, do the Reiki thing. So meditation is the key to these people in Reiki. Now, as we move on to the third Decan type of Taurus, we're talking about the Capricorn type of Taurus. And these people born from May the 11th to May the 20th. So these type of Taurus, the Capricorn type, Capricorn deal with the leadership, taking initiative, creating a new situation, a new business, a new job where people can play, where people can stay, but also for themselves, better of themselves. Also, deal with practicality, those who solid, stable, and Saturn is the one who will go through things, who can handle more stress and pain than anyone. They will go through things, but they can handle it more than anyone. So these are strong leaders, very reserved, very wise, very patient, and they use strategy instead of force. Cause when they gain knowledge, they like to apply. So it's I apply right here. They like to apply whatever they learn. So they only want to learn what they can apply or what they like to apply. So achievement is very important with these people. Achieving something, achieving a goal. That I mean, and also being praised, being honored, being respected. You know what I'm saying? So they want to be praised. They want to be honored. So leaving a mark in this world is what they want to do. So this type of Taurus want to leave a mark. They want to be praised. They want respect. Respect is very big with these people. If they don't gain respect, they can fight hard for their respect and fight hard to earn the respect. So they're very goal oriented. If we're talking about doing businesses, they can own corporations. They got their mind is on a bigger level. With their corporations owning big businesses, starting out with one business and keep manifesting till they get a chain of businesses. So these people will like to have things that's expensive, more than just the regular Taurus. So they really would have things, they would do it big than the regular Taurus. These are go-getters, go-getters, real go-getters. Not just hustlers, but business owners mentality, business owner mind state. So they want to own, so they want money on a big scale, big level. So the thing is, with these people here, the Capricorn type is that they can hold their emotions in more than any other Tauruses. The third Decan type of Taurus, which is Capricorn type of Taurus. So they can hold their emotions down. They're very authoritative, they like the boss type of Taurus, responsible type of person, individual. So they're very disciplined too, and they know their limits. They know what they can do and cannot do. They know when to speak and not to speak. And they know like when they're going overboard because they deal with limitations. But they are very responsible people who take responsibility for themselves and great providers. They want to have great careers that will benefit them and their family. They want to be the providers, the ones who provide for their families. So they are the ones who always all about high achievement. But they could be the ones who hold grudges too now. They can hold grudges deeply, but also they are hardworking individuals. And they take value in timing and planning and organizing things. They like things to be organized, and they like to go to events that's organized. They don't like to go to events that's not organized. They like to go to things that's like professionalist, like energy. That's what they own. So anything they do, they're going to act like the professionals, just like the Virgo type of Taurus. They want to act like the professional, like the second Decan Taurus, the third Decan want to act more professional. See, the Virgo type can be anything; they can adapt. But this type Taurus, the Capricorn type, they want to be an expert in whatever subject. They want to master. They do self mastery. So they want to master themselves and master their skills and master their craft or whatever they into. So these type of people are the ones who take initiative when it comes to being a leader in any settings, in corporations and businesses. It's all about power with these people. They want to be the ones who be the power, who be the source. So they always want to leave a good image. They like to look good in every situation. So you ain't gonna catch them with a bad image. So like the Libra energy, they don't want to leave a bad image. So they want to look good in everything they do. So the thing is, they do got a dark side. Their dark side is very sneaky and very silent. When they can be very depressed and very gloomy and very money hungry and overwork themselves, workaholics, and very greedy. Also, they can be a victim of a tragedy due to other people want to rob them because they have money. But these people can talk down on people because they don't have money. So these are the type who can say, you don't got no money because they know they big money, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they on the upside, it's the know-how. They know how to get money. And so they're very compassionate in the inside, but only when you're in tune with them, they can release that compassion. And the way they show it is doing practical things for you, buying you things, doing things for you like that. So being a provider, doing things that's earthly, that's realistic. So you don't catch them too much in their emotions. You'll think they're cold, but they're not. It's just their way of doing things for you in a practical way. They might buy you a whole outfit, buy you a meal, make sure you clean, give you a house to stay in, things like that there. Make sure basically take care of you, but more in a realistic way, earthly way than emotional. And so, but they the ones who do good when talking about your emotions. They could be the one who could help you solve your emotions, what you going through though. So once they get attuned to their emotions, that's when they really become powerful. When they learn how to use their emotions and tell a story, that's when they really become powerful. But they very practical, very determined to accomplish whatever objective, and they want to put their knowledge to use. Their mind is very active with ideas, kind of ideas when it comes to business, and they really don't trust others when it comes to people fulfilling duties for them or doing things for them, because they trust themselves more than others. Because they want people to do it just like them, how they do it. So, because they very like professionals. They're highly creative in their mind and what they do. So, they could be the artistic arena, and what they could be into, the performing arts, be a model, like a role model, anything they get into, though. The thing is, they want to achieve. They want to be big in what they do. They want status. They want rank. They want to move up. They want to achieve. They don't want to stay in that one spot. So improvement is very much them. So they will go through hardship in the early stage until they achieve, and they keep the balance in their mind, keep the spirit balanced. So this type of Taurus here, the Capricorn type, definitely your natural leaders, and got a great sense of humor too. They got a great, but it could be like feel like it's dry, cold type, but realistic, practical. So they can be extremely funny. You know what I mean? So the thing is about these people here is that self-discipline is the key, and you can rely on them. They're very careful with money. You ain't got to worry about them doing this and doing that until they know they can do it. And so they are the ones who have money but say they don't have money. So they got good judgment when it comes to money and things like that there. And so for them, it's all about a purpose, having a purpose in life, all about the goal, all about moving up in status and rank. So no matter what it is, they will perfect. It don't matter if it can be simple as being a club owner, simple as being a restaurant owner, simple as that. Even if they got to start from being like the one who be a bouncer at a club, but they end up owning the club sooner or later. That's how they move up in rank. Even if they're in the military, they move up to be the one like a general, from a soldier to a general. So now, when we're talking about these type of people, they're very serious. They're very serious. So it's best not to play at them too much, because they don't really like playing like that, because they're very serious. And this is the part that they got to really open up to. But they're very observative, very analytical, and that's a good thing. Now, moving on. We're moving on to the 3 decans of Virgo. So the 3 decans of Virgo, the Virgo month, or birth month, is from August the 23rd to September the 22nd. So now, I say from August 23rd to September the 22nd, this is the month of Virgo. Now the first decan Virgo is the Virgo. And they decan is from August the 23rd to September the 1st. And these type of Virgos are Virgo. So they have the extra mutable, the extra versatility, the extra solid in mind and focus, got a great focus vision, and like a variety of ideas, and I like to hear a variety of opinions and anything to do with the mind, anything to stimulate the mind. Variety of things to look at, variety of this, variety of that. So they're very practical. So they like to try out things, to experiment, to decode and break it down. So these type of people pay attention real good. They're very analytical. It's I analyze. I analyze your thoughts, your emotions. I analyze everything. I see what you don't see. You know what I'm saying? Even the littlest details. It could be a book on somebody's nose. They might see it before you see it, before anybody see it. You know what I'm saying? So they might see a little screen on somebody's shirt somewhere. So anything. And they might notice that the sign is turned upside down or the letter ain't right. So they analyze anything. So they're very emotional, intelligent type of individuals. And they like to research. They are your great researchers who have scientific spirit, scientific mind, good at communicating, your motivational speakers. So when they speak, it's all about practical advice and practical improvement. They want to be on a realistic level. They don't set goals that's too high for their standards. So they're very realistic. So that's a good thing about these individuals. So the Virgo type of Taurus, I said it wrong. My fault, beautiful people. Well, the Virgo first decade, because I know we on to Virgo now. I'm still speaking of the same energy. I just made a mistake. Now, as I move on, these people are the ones who are very fair and can be very reserved. they're always seeking to know and to understand people's thoughts, understand people's mind, and to understand in general, whatever it is, whatever subject, whatever topic, they want to go into it deep, and they can be very obsessive about that topic because they want understanding, very observative about a person's thought because they want to know your mind, they want to know your spirit. So purity is very much a part of them, cleansing in their mind. So they need meditation to help cleanse all the thoughts that are always flowing through them constantly because they overthinking all the time. And so these individuals need that because they're super smart, super intuitive when it come to the earthly plane. They know the deal. They know what's up. So we talking about healing and all that there. They know what you need to impact so you can win in this life. They know all the dirt that you need to cleanse it so you can heal. They know how to heal you. They know what you need, herbs or spiritual, or they know how to help you with mentally, all around. So when we talk to these people, it's all about growth, all about duty, all about improvement, all about serving you, all about helping you. So they want to help you. And this is how they show their love. So these one of the great humanitarians, even though they could be introverts, but they also could be extroverts. So they like to break down and dissect things and bring out facts in order to find the truth. And also they like to obtain information. Obtain information not only from you, me, him, her, but also from the spiritual realm, which is the opposite, which is Pisces, from that realm. So they like to also receive information from the intuition. So this is very important to these people. So they're very adaptable to people, places, and things. Always got your best interests and your best attentions. So these people here, they take knowledge and information and they like to use it, put it into practical use to heal you, to help you, also to help themselves. So they're also about helping themselves, improving themselves too. So that's how it go with this placement. They always want to better themselves, and they don't believe in like growth stop. They always want to grow bigger and bigger and get better and better every second, at every moment. So these are problem solvers. They're always trying to solve somebody's problem or solution, even their own problem. And they never think they do things perfectly. So they always checking over things, checking over this, checking over that, everything they write. They go back and check on it. And the good thing is that sometimes it's good because they move so fast, the way they write, the way they think, that they make mistakes. So when they do check on it, they catch it before some people even notice a mistake a lot of times. So these people here, they deal with the consignment. So they got to do the right thing because it play at their mind, it play at their soul. So they don't want to feel guilty about nothing. They do, it'll bother them to feel guilty about what they done to you and what they did wrong. And so that's why they try to be more practical and realistic with it. So they like to be the expert too, but on different subjects and different topics and on whatever they do. So they like to master when dealing with the mind. So they like to examine. They like to have a crystal clear type of thinking. They got intuitive thinking and very analytical mind. That intelligence is definitely one of the greatest weapons. Intelligence and this intuition, which is super superb. So they're very skeptical. Always question this, question that. They want to know. They don't believe in everything they hear. And the way they move, they only believe what they believe in. They only live by their own truth. They don't live by your truth, or his truth, or her truth. But they're adaptable. They like to hear your thoughts. They like to come up with solutions. They like to hear everybody's opinion. So fairness is very the key to them. They're very fair, but they can appear to be shy sometimes. They're very reserved. They reserve more than I say shy. That reserve, and they pay attention to where they give their energy to and what they put their energy into. And so the way they move will be sharp. They got a sharp mind, sharp insight, and they're very charming people, and they're very they can appear to be like nerdy, but they're not nerdy, but like very smart, like that, but they're not none of that. But they could be, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, they is smart. But I don't know about the nerdy. Some of them might appear, some of them not. But they're going to appear smart. They're going to appear, and they are going to be smart. Let me say that correctly. Because these individuals is smart. Because they stay up on knowledge. They stay up on ways of healing, try to know how to heal you. And they want to know what motivate people. You know what I'm saying? So they look into a person's psyche, into their motivation. So they want to expand their mind all the time. And expand their ideas and their understanding of things all around them and overstanding. though they could be hypercritical. They're always trying to improve people and always trying to find ways to improve people and help people. So that's a great thing. In love, they at their best. That's when they got somebody they can give their heart into. So they're very careful and they're very picky and very choosy about who they choose and who they pick to be their mate. So these are the real go-getters, and they can handle any job. The thing is, they get the job done because they don't stop. They're very persistent, and whatever they do, they keep going and going and going and going until they accomplish, until they get it done. So that's a good thing. They don't play when we talk about getting things done. So these people here are very powerful when it comes to that type of energy. And they can create order out of chaos. You know, they can't take criticism very well, you know what I'm saying? But they can dish it out. And they don't like to admit when they're doing wrong. A lot of these this Virgo energy, first Decan. But the thing is, looking within themselves, if they do that, they will win. Because the intuition is most likely correct. Because it feed off what they put into the subconscious. Because really they're going to put in the right information anyway in the subconscious. So, with it being said, they got the willpower and determination. Now I have to move on to the second Decan type of Virgo, who were born September the 2nd to September the 12th. This is the Capricorn type. So the Capricorn type of Virgo individuals, they are very determined, very disciplined, very determined, very responsible, very authoritative, very strong leadership. They go hard for their goals. They are definitely your go-getters, and they definitely, like I said, like to be respect and honor with this Capricorn energy, and they like to be appraised, and they are the type who will get a task done, who will be the provider. You ain't got to worry. You know what I'm saying? Who do like people hard work, who do like people who get the job done. So do just like them in that way, in that aspect. And they are the ones who inspire you to work, inspire you to prosper and help you anyway. And they can run corporations. They will as they grow. Become that leader, become that scrum, because they are a leader naturally. They are the one. It's all about the know-how in the practical realm, how to get things done. They're all about the home life. The home life can be very important to them, but the home life is the world itself, where they can make money, business, jobs, opportunities. So they're the one who would take this opportunity. And family, not only at home, but family wherever they at. That's part of who they are. Business, whatever business they into, it could be family. You could become their family. So it's all about the dollar with these people, all about the working, hard working, all about the discipline is the key. Very persistent and steady in their accomplishment and their goal. They're very stable people. But on the downside, you don't want to see the dark side. They're very cold, very dark, very greedy. You know what I'm saying? And do some very darkful things and an excessive, hateful force. But also be a victim of that same excessive, violent force that can really hurt them. And it can really, really go hard. So now, achievement is very important to these people. And timing and planning and organizing things is very important to these people. So this is very important to these people. They can be compassionate, even though they hold a lot of within them. You might think they cold, but they're not. They got a lot of capacity within them. Depends on what side they on or how they feel about you. So they can be very picky and like professionally, just like the Virgo type of Virgo. The Capricorn type of Virgo can be very picky too. And so they're very firm, very solid in their thoughts, and they go for whatever they want, whatever they after, whatever goal they're trying to accomplish. It's all about goals, all about status, all about accomplishment, all about success. So they want to leave a mark in the world. They're highly creative, got highly creative ideas, and they could be like the ones who be into the performing arts, who be into the films, who could be into anything, and will achieve. Think about these people, when you got them on your team, they're loyal to the end, and they protect those who they love. They protect all those they love. So, and you ain't got to worry about them not accomplishing the goal. They got to accomplish, because if they got their mind set on, they got to go for it. So they all about power, all about status, all about rank. But they can also be cold. They also can be aloof and things like that there. And also self-contained. And the ones who put you in the hypnosis nature, because they very attractive. They're very magnetic. You got an ongoing spirit where you're like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like you might want to be like them or something like that there. But it could be too materialistic on the downside too. It could be these type of Virgo. They be very materialistic. Discipline is the key to these people, and they win like this. They want to be an expert in whatever they do. They want to master whatever they do. Moving on to the third Decan Virgo. Cause we just did the second Decan Virgo. Now we're moving to the third Decan Virgo, which is they born from September the 13th to September the 22nd. And these are the Virgo Taurus type. You got the Venus in there. So love. Love plays in their mind. Talking about determined individual who can be stubborn. Talking about beauty means a lot to these people. They got an artistic expression type mind and emotions. And pleasure means a lot to them. Pleasure like vacation. Pleasure like good fragrance, good food, good taste. So they can be good cooks and everything there. So anything that deals with nature, you know what I'm saying? Being in tune with nature, sharing their wealth, being, you know what I'm saying? These are the ones who have that money. Like, so these type of Virgos here, they know what love is. You got the Mercury mixed with the Venus effect. Love is in the mind. And the mind deals with love. The mind deals with pleasure. The mind deals with beauty. So they're very patient. But these people here, since you got the Venus here, they got a good, charming voice, many ways to speak, many ways to express something. And so this is a money sign. So these type of Virgos know how to get that money. But also a beauty sign. So they be into the fashion. They be into things, a designer, interior designer, decoration, and things of that nature. Virgos here always fantasize about love because they deal with love rare, love vibration. So they very private, very self-contained, and be careful who they talk to, and very reserved who they be around. And so when they get angry though, and it take a long time for them to get angry, they go off. You know what I'm saying? Like a bull. And so this type of Virgo here, the Taurus type of Virgo, they're very persistent and they're very steady, they're very patient, they're very giving, very caring, very affectionate and very compassionate. And they look beautiful themselves, and they love beauty. They got supreme intelligence, but a supreme elegance. They're very stylish. And romantic type, poetic type. But they like to not only have it from the mind, the vision of this in their mind, they want to manifest it. So it's part of who they are. So they're very security oriented. They're very driven for success, and their career mean a lot, especially love and marriage and the home life. All that mean a lot to these people. Marriage, the home life, because they want to live the good life. They want to have everything that they need. So having money means a lot to these people. Having things means a lot to these people. Having the finest wine, the goodest food, and having the best of everything. Designer this. So they can make great hosts and hostess no matter where they at. So these people here, they like to entertain those they love. They can be very funny for those they love, but they also, like I say, private and self-contained type of Virgos. So they can be stubborn in the way they think, stubborn in their thoughts. You can't change them. It can be hard for them to get out of the box because they're stuck there. They're stubborn, and it's a fixed sign. So, but they're very emotional, and they understand your emotion. So they like empaths, psychic empaths, where they understand your emotion, understand your heart, understand who you be. They're very dependable, very reliable. So you would like them on your team because they go by what they value. They go by their standards. And so they can have high standards also. So they don't mess with some of everybody. So the thing about these people here is that the way they think, they all think of something pleasurable, beauty, good movies, good films, good this, good music. So they into the music, they into the arts. They into all these stuff that deal with pleasures of life that make them feel good. It's all about the feel good energy flow right up. So they like to taste things that's good on their tongue, like good food, the finest smell, the finest things they touch, and money itself. You know what I'm saying? They always saying that they broke when they're not broke, and they all trying to hustle and make a dollar. So these type of people have a good instinct when dealing with money, and they give good advice when dealing with finances and dealing with money. So they know how to prosper. Now they get a dollar, and they have many hustles. And so they always have many ways to get money. So as far as that, committed and being reliable, they only want that one person. They will stay committed for life. So that's a good thing about this type of energy when we're talking about the Taurus Virgo types, the third decan. So that's all I got to say. I'm out right here. That's on to the next episode. 3 decans of Capricorn. Capricorn Dates are from December the 22nd to January the 19th. The 3 decades of, we talking about the GOAT here. We talking about mastery, talking about the GOAT, climbing the mountain. So the first decan, which is from December the 22nd to December the 31st, deal with Capricorn. Capricorn, it's original energy. This makes you double Capricorn. More about status, more about strategizing, more about planning, more about achievement. So you got that type of energy, cool, calm, collective at the same time. Always thinking a goal to work on. Always got a plan for something. Always want to achieve something. If you don't, you feel down and out. So money, status, rank, authority, all matter to you. So we're talking about the Capricorn energy. This that leader, natural leader, to go get yours, natural leader, to lead organizations, to lead people. We're talking about those who know how to lead on a practical, realistic level. We're talking about individuals all about achievement. They do anything to achieve whatever they're trying to achieve. If it's in a club, they want to save the money up, rack it up, but they ain't going to be there for the long term because it's all about status and moving up in rank. If it's a woman working in the club. If it's a man, he's starting at a restaurant or something. Eventually, he gonna leave because he gonna stack that money up, keep moving up the rank, or he gonna own the restaurant. This is this type of status we talking about. We're talking about the Capricorn energy, the GOAT here. These people are original, so they got a nice earthly look, a nice earthly body, and very like expensive like personality. All about principles and standards right here. So sometimes they appear to be better than everybody else. Or you could call them the professionalists because they want to achieve and they want to do it right. But they are patient. They are calm. So these people here will work hard to get what they want. These are one of the hardest workers of the zodiacs. So the thing I like about this earthly traits is wow. It's magical with the earthly traits because the earth people in general, they are stable. So I'm saying they stable more than anyone, and they stay on the earthly plane of practicality and don't go over and beyond. They do it. It's about what is the truth. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about the Capricorn energy here. These the hard workers. These the one who will sow something, plant something, and reap. And they'll reap abundance. So they know how to bring prosperity to everything around. They'll be the provider. They'll be the one who will provide for everyone who's in their life, but also for themselves. So they're all about stacking up rank. But on the other side, we know they can be greedy. They can overwork themselves to cause illness and sicknesses. And also they can be a victim of robberies and stuff. So these people will have abundance. They will have cash. So this type of people we dealing with. You talking about the money makers, talking about the hard workers who know how to get the job done. They think they can get the job done better than you, me, him, or her, or anyone, because they believe more in themselves than you. That they know how to get it done. They know how to fix this. They know how to fix a car. They know how to fix that, whatever broken. Because a lot of them are good with their hands who have displacements. So they know how to fix things, healing hands and stuff like that. So they have the intuition or the know-how on the earthly plane of how to win and how to operate and how to fix things. And even fix situations and help fix people's problems and things like that. They don't like to fail. They like to be good in what they do. So they be like professional-like. Now, when we got the second Decan, the second Decan, or the second Decan Capricorn, this you talking about the Taurus type of Capricorn. So now we're speaking of people who more about that Venus, that love energy, love vibration, those who are musical, those who are creative, those who about the garden life, the plant life, those who about business and money making, you know what I'm saying? So we talking about the Capricorn, Taurus energy. Love is very important to these people. They're super creative, magical hands, and love is very important. Loving of the family, love in general, romance, and they really want to experience on the earthly plane, really have it. They don't want to just dream and fantasize. They want to make it happen. So this is the manifestation type realm of love. But also they preserve and very security oriented because they can be very fixed in what they do. Whatever they got their mind set on, if it's for the good, that's something that's awesome. But if it's for the bad, it can be very dangerous because they persistent. They don't stop whatever they're trying to achieve. They can be very ruthless till they achieve it. So it's all about the good life for the people. They like vacations. They like to travel. They like to do things that's exciting. They deal with the senses of love, emotions, and what they feeling. So it's about what they taste. They try out things about tastes and stuff like that there. fragrance, good fragrance. They like everything that's beautiful. Everything. It's all about how it looking and how it feel. We talking about the second decan, Capricorn was deal with Capricorn Taurus. So this energy, they very impact. They got empathy for people. They like empaths. So that's basically what they is. I finally got the word out. They empaths, psychic empaths, where they can read people's emotions. They can feel people pain in their bodies. So all earth signs basically can feel pain in people's bodies, especially this decade, because it's deal with love. So they can feel people's emotions. They can feel when their loved ones is going through it. They know how to heal people, and they give good advice as a good counselor, because you got the Venus effect. So the Venus effect is all about love, all about beauty. It's the mother nurturing, loving nature that they have for you. So they will protect you, they will guide you, and they got the advice when you need it. But they also will sit back and will listen and be very observant and pay attention. So they're very practical, very realistic, and they like to get the job done. But they can be very stubborn on the other side. They can be the ones you don't want to mess with on the other side, because love turned to hate. So they can be very crucial and be like fighters, because you understand this earth. Earth made it like steel. It's solid. Earth is solid. So they're very grounded. So you got to be realistic around these people. See, with the Taurus effect, you can be more loving. You can be a little bit playful, a little bit, but they don't go too overboard. No earth sign go too overboard. Unless you're dealing with something like the Virgo type. We get to that next. Because earth signs, what you like about them is that they can help you stay stable, stay grounded, and not go overboard in your meditative thoughts and be impractical. And they like to be on time. See, with the Capricorn energy, it's all about timing. They know their limits, so anything they do, they know their limitations. So they know when it's time to stop talking or saying words that's harmful. They know when to stop doing this. So same thing with the second decan. They know when to do this and when to do that. So it's all about the money right here. Love, money, happiness, peace, joy, harmony. And this is a healing vibration right here. They definitely got healing within in their souls. And so now, we talking about the third, the second decan is from January the 1st to January the 10th. Now, we're going to move on to the third decan. The third decan is from January the 11th to January the 19th. Then this decan here, type of Capricorn, deal with the Virgo mentality. So these people can be like fast thinking and fast paced, fast movement, and have a lot of energy. So they can be very playful because they deal with thoughts. If you entertain their mind is mutable. So it can change forms and it can go on many levels because this is mutable. And so these people here, they can be very entertaining, very excited when it comes to the mind. So mind games, mental stipulation, they love that. And so we talk about the Capricorn Virgo energy. These people here, they are great planners, great strategizers to the T, because they think everything out and carefully. They can overthink and really hurt themselves, have nervous breakdowns, or anxiety is very high with this placement here. So these people here, they stay on the move. They got to do something. They got to put their mind on something. They got to move and they got to do something. So this right here, because they stay on the go, stay on the move. These people here also be your smarty pants right here. But they observe every little thing, every little detail, everything that the normal people miss, they don't miss. They pick up and they see what others miss. So this type of decan right here, of course they're grounded, but they can also be mutable. They can adapt to anybody in any situation and still be grounded, still be earthly. And when you get too high on your horses, they're going to bring you down to reality. When you try to play like you the most powerful person on the planet, or you think you are the God, they the one going to show you and bring you back to the practical level that explain to you what God is, you know what I'm saying, and break it down until you come back into your right mind. So you need people like this because they're your best teacher, the one who can instruct real good, who understand languages, and the ones who will teach you the right way. And so this is a healing vibration. They are the healers of all healers. We're talking about the Virgo energy in general. So the third decan, my fault. The third decan Capricorn people are healers. They are healers. They are the top healers, and they're very in tune with your thoughts and emotions. So they know how you feel. They know what you're going to think next. They can finish your sentence off before you get a word out your mouth. So like telepathy powers, psychic, they got the physical empath, where they can feel your pain in their body, feel your emotions in their body, understand your emotions. So they emotional intelligence. So they definitely know your emotions, they know your pain, and they know what it takes to heal you. They know what it takes to make you right mentally and spiritually, and also emotionally, all around, right? So these could be a top problem solver right here. So they are like the ones who be into puzzles, be into games and stuff like that. They're like anything that give their mind a challenge to break down so they can dissect. So they're like the scientists of the Capricorn world. So we talking about your third decan Capricorns are like your scientists, the scientific mind, the ones who be into astrology, the one who break this down and break that down, can bring out the truth for everything. So they deal with purity, so they got to do the right thing. And when they bad off, they really bad. They very crazy, like loonies, like very snappish. But when they balance, they're in a good place. So you will want them when they definitely at their best, when they're in a good place and good position, and when they feeling good. Because if you don't mess with them when they feeling good, you catch them on the downside, you gonna get a nasty tongue, a nasty slicing, and a nasty truth at the same time that can harm you or hurt you for life. So they can really mess up all their hands due to their nasty tongue, their shock tongue, and their mind, because they got a good mouthpiece. They can talk real good, and they know how to explain and break things down real good. So they're super smart. So this Decan right here is super smart and super educated. And they want to be the best. They want to perfect whatever they do. And they want to keep a pure heart, pure soul. So cleaning, anything that deal with cleaning, they like cleaning up. It don't matter if it's the house, the room, or cleaning up your life, or cleaning anything. Because they want to have a pure soul, pure energy. So the reason why they like cleaning the house and cleaning up things like a maid, because this will make them feel good. They feel clean, you see? So when you got something in your mind that need unpacking and need fixing, they're the ones who you come to. They can help you get your life together. Any cleaning, they like stuff like that, cleaning, cleansing, and serving you. They like to do any little thing for you, like being served for you. When they love you, they like to show it through, even like writing for you, taking things to the mailbox for you, washing your car, doing the little things like that. So even that, the way service is very important. They like to help. If they don't do nothing, they feel boring. So they got to do something. They got to help somebody. They got to have somebody to serve. And so come to them when you need a solution. These like your social workers, your counselors, your guidance, your teachers. And they can do anything, even on the earthly plane. It could be plants, it could be God, business. They be good when it comes to business, finances, because they know how to calculate. They deal with math, you know what I'm saying? Supreme mathematics, they be good at that. So this is one of the, all Capricorns is tight. And all Capricorns know math, all the Decans. But when we talking about the Virgo added to it, it's even add more spice, deal with more with the mental aspects, even though it's practical, you know what I'm saying? So to make these people more of a strategist and overthinker right here. So purity is the key with these people. Like a regular Capricorn, they can get dirty. Like the first Decan can get real dirty because they're original Capricorn, very leader, very aggressive like energy, the first Decan. But the third Decan, they got to do things right. If they don't, we'll mess with their soul. Because they got Virgo right here, purity. So that's what added on to their Capricornness. So the second Decan, for them, it's all about love. As long as everything is in harmony, everything is under control, they right. So the first Decan, you know what I'm saying, they could be the top hellish one, the first Decan, you know what I mean? So with this being said, I just did all the Capricorn Decans, you know what I'm saying? So that's January 11th. The third Decan is January 11th through the 19th.